Are we sauteed? Sauteed? I think we are. Unstable connection? You know how it feels. G'day guys, how are we doing? We are currently possibly going to stop on this one. I'm tossing up at the moment. And we've got 2 dog pictures. And luckily, I collected a bit more of the all-important stuff, clear painting medium, mid viscosity. This stuff's exciting, and I definitely needed more of it to continue painting. And we've got more, so that's fantastic. Hello! Jeepers Luna, you have been on fire these last... How many lives now? 4 or 5. There we go. Out you come. Fantastic. Put that onto there. Whee! Clear painting medium. Personal favourite of mine. Very exciting. Alright, now, where will we be starting? I think we'll kick off. Do I dare? Deep magenta? I guess we will. Hello Pepe, how are we doing? And hello Mark. Alright, board here. Just kicking off slow today, guys. We're in by no means too much of a hurry. Here we go. A little bit of black. Just a little bit. What else do we need? On my little tray of treats. Go for this one. Hi all. How are you doing? Oh. Huh. That's a good sign. We haven't used this colour yet. It is a good place to be. That means we're about to put a completely new colour on this piece, which is a pretty cool thing. Here we go. Right. There we go. And last but not least, the stuff I've been waiting on. Oh yes. Clear painting medium. And please excuse the stains I've got on my shirt. I wish I was cleaner, but I do love this shirt, and I have made a mess of it. So, that's where we're at. Hello, sunshine. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Wink. Well, you're absolutely welcome to be here. And cheers, Jason. Right. Is that... Jeepers, that's a long name. Here we go. A little bit of that into that. We've got ourselves some purple. Purple. And we're just going to flesh out around this guy a bit more. Hello from Canada. Jeepers, Pink, you've been away for quite some time. Good to have you back. And Jess. Good to have you. There we go. Just splash around in here a little bit. Hello from Atlanta. Good to have you here. Pink? No, you cannot. You disappeared on me, Pink. Unannounced. You ran away from the stream. I forgive you, but I just want to let you know that I'm hurt. Here we go. A little bit here, a little bit there, and hello from Thailand. Good to have you here. A lot of people from Thailand and Singapore. Guess that's just TikTok. Go. Just a little bit here. Building out this crazy board. There we are. Thanks, Link. I appreciate that. And Vienna, Richie Rich, welcome back. Lovely people. This one's very close to being finished, guys. I mean, of course, we always stand to make a mistake and break it, but at the moment, we're right on the cusp of saying, that's done. Not just yet, but look, we're not far off it. Let's get a little bit of that there like that. There we are. Good to be back. Cheers, guys. Tell you what, I don't know what's going on TikTok today, but everyone's lovely, which is pretty fantastic. I think it always happens though when we get close to the completion of a painting. I think everyone can see the cake we've been working on, and I think that's really fun. I think it's fun to be able to see the picture fully sort of reaching its full potential. That's pretty cool. Hello! Appreciate that, Pepe. Good morning, good morning. There we go. Little bits of colour around this background. There we go. This is now a splicing of purple and green. And we're just going to add it through here. Hello, Lorena. How are we doing? How are we doing? There we go. Bit more green. This green hasn't been used here before. It's quite intense, actually. It's quite intense. We'll just have some fun with it just around these areas of the wave. There we go. Perfectos. Well, this one here, Pink, isn't actually a commission, but I do put a lot of effort into that though, Pink. Definitely put a lot of effort into that. Oh, that was a poor stroke. Hit my face, I had... Here we go, perfect. You got a big head of hair like I got right now. I need to get a haircut, guys. We've gone too far. We've gone too far. Hello from Tasmania. Now, we're not going to be here all day. We're just going to be here for a short time because I have to dash off to post some things, fix the microphone piece, and you might notice that the sound went a little bit down in quality. We can get that fixed. Thanks, Milan, appreciate you. And painting, thanks, Ray Day. But it didn't start looking so cool, did it, guys? This one here actually started looking pretty silly, to the point where we couldn't spot what it was. Pink, you were there. It was one of those paintings where we sort of talked for a long time about what could it be, what could it be, what could it be, and then even once we saw it, it was still ambiguous for a lot of people. So what's really cool about that is because the subject matter that we're painting here, I think this one here comes off in a way that I think we always, until now, it always had that sense of ambiguity to it. I think now we can definitely see what we're dealing with, but that wasn't always the case. It's only recently become the case. Okay. Come down here. Here we go. Was that? Oh no, that's running a little bit. There we go. Perfecto. So we're going to go here. Ooh. We're not far off. Done. I think we're done, Gene. I think we're done. Temptation to keep on adding to it. I just wanted to play around with that rider a little bit with some greens and reds, but because I had that paint on really thick, I'm going to lay this flat now. Come here, you, Mr. Painting. Up you come. You gonna come out for me? There we go. Perfect. This one here too. Interesting. I think we're going to go for a... I've got no idea how we're going to frame this yet. The splash looks really chill towards the top. Yeah, so down here it's quite intense in detail, and that intensity sort of shows a level of energy, like cooped up, cooped up energy, really, all around here. So you can feel that vibrating sort of explosion occurring here. But then as you come out here, you're right, this is chill. Almost lazy. Now there's a lot of pigments here, about 15 or so pigments. So there's the effort in terms of the colours we're dealing with and the tonal changes. But the difference out here is they're bigger and more spread out, as if, just like water, here when you splash a cup and it starts off really intense right at the moment of energy, where the whole movement is down through here. Then as you go further, it's just a giant flowing spray that's going to come down. So this part here, actually, although it has that movement, has less of that charged energy. Just a big flowing ton coming off the top there. So that's intentional. Juice, you're not buying my NFTs. You don't have to buy the NFTs. They're called airdrops. They're given away for free. And that's only for subscribers, which I see you're not. So, anyway, here we go. I think we're done with this one. Let's get things like scalp. Let's put this one away over here, and let's get this one here. I'm really going to battle with this. Yeah. Up this comes here. Put that back there, that can go right there. Now, cheers, Pink. You know what I have missed, Pink? I've missed the little mini roasts I give to people, and then getting that, you know, that sort of justification or like love from a little laughy face from you. Without that, I've been a little bit lost, Pink. They froze your membership for not being here that often. What does that mean? Surely they isn't me. I wouldn't dare do that. Let me just bring you up here, guys, because we're working on a smaller canvas now. So, into our small doggo. There we go. Frozen memberships. It's so strange. First time ever hearing about a membership being frozen. Anyway, these are not oil paints, these are acrylic paints, and we are basically going to pick up with the exact same palette we were just on. I think that's the move to make here. But where did I put my doggy pictures? How much is that doggy in the window? Is it back that far? I think I've gone back too far. The problem is you take too much footage on your iPad. It's hard to find anything. There we go. Alvano. I'm a little tacker. I am 5'9". Not that it's relevant for painting. Unless it went up much higher, then I wouldn't be able to reach it. But yeah, so with the acrylics, the reason why they look like that, that's funny that you say mark making, because I combine a lot of things into the acrylics. And we actually stopped yesterday because I ran out of this stuff. Clear painting medium. Now this stuff here is great because it's not completely liquidy. It's like a watered down PVA, but it makes, I'll show you up close here. See how that paint's nice and flowy? Almost like oils. That's what I want to create those oil-like marks. Let's bring it around here. Alvano, that's a lovely thing to say. Appreciate you. Let's have a little look-see at this. Yeah, I think we're on the right track. Your name is Rose and you like it. Well, that's fantastic, Rose. Had I been a girl, my parents would have called me Rose. No lie. Cheers, Pink. Appreciate you. Now, where else are we going to go here? That's not a word of a lie either. I was planned out to be a Rose. If I was going to be a boy, it was going to be Lachlan or Sean. Would have suited Rose. Cheers, Ethan. Alright, where else are we going to go around here? Now remember, we're not around all day. We're just here briefly, slapping around some paint. I'm going to go and get my earpiece for our sound fixed. Because I don't know what I did. I think it's under warranty. Pretty sure it just stopped working. It'll charge, but it won't turn on. So I'll get that sorted out. Because the issue that comes in, and it's pretty funny if you've been here for the last few times, is my voice gets way too quiet and you can't quite hear what I'm saying. So the speaker boosts that, the little mic piece. But without the mic piece, I have to yell a bit louder. And so that's where it gets funny, because I've been losing my voice these last few days trying to speak loud enough. Plates have you dropped for a while? Well, I'll tell you what, Richie, I have dropped a fair few. When it comes to plates, if you're going to work with porcelain, expect to drop it. But that's okay. Get them from an op shop, a couple of bucks. It's good for you. It's all goody in the hoodie. Here we go. A little bit around here. So this is going to add up with a little bit of a glossy effect. I'm probably adding a wee bit much into it, if anything. A wee bit much. But let's see here. Let's grab a bit of yellow. Yo! Here. Indeed I am. This is New Zealand. And also, that one's still got its lid on. There we go. Wait, no, I want that one. So show a little Britain. I want that one. There we go. Oh, yeah. Timaru has amazing op shops. That is a good place for your parents to be from. When you go back there, go to those op shops. You'd be like, why would Timaru have good op shops? Because you find good brands in Timaru, because no one else seems to want them. It's wild. Right, coming on down. Let's get a bit of parchment. A bit more actually, this is a sexy colour. There we go. It's not parchment actually, sorry, it's unbleached titanium. That's a freaky name, but it's exactly what we're after. Splice. So now we've got this musty grey steel. Start adding this in here, just through here. There we go. Beautiful. And we're going to chuck in a bit down through here. Okie dokie. Green's been way too kicky here. I'm going to get rid of that green. There we go. Get a bit more of that red through here. Woo-wee. Now we're talking. It's like a kinda darker. You call that rich gold, maybe. Let's get a bit more of this stuff. Here we are. How much for that doggy in the window? This is actually a commission, guys. So we've been working on this one for a while. There's two of them. There's this one, who's Gladius, who's the son, and then we have the mother, Stacia. And they were getting towards a point with our finish, but I thought, not enough depth. I want more shine. The layers came off too matte. When they come off too matte, they just seem to flatten a little bit, and the pictures, although they looked crisp and pretty, they didn't have that pop to them, that special element I wanted to give to the dogs. So we ended up having to, I ended up thinking, nah, back to the drawing board, more layers, more colours, more intensity. There we go. Just keep cascading these colours over each other. There we go. And where else are we going to go? Just down through here. Beautiful. And over here. Lovely. Alright. Hello Cheryl, how are we doing? Let's add a little bit through here. Where else are we going to go? Down through there. There we go. And just cut that across there. I definitely got a bit too excited with these whites through here. They're a little bit intense, but we'll tone them back and they'll be okay. Let's get those in there. And bring out these around here. Now we're talking. Yeah, so we're getting closer to the true coat of this dog here as well. There's more of a chocolatey tone to it, which is fantastic. Dogs aspire, I think dogs are man's best friend. You don't have to be like your best friend, but it's always good to have your best friend around. Went for a walk on the beach today, and there were literally maybe 50 to 100 dogs on the beach. Every person had a dog. By golly, I felt left out actually. Where's my dog? Once I get a house that, or rent a place that allows pets, a dog is on the agenda. They bring so much joy to your life, guys. A dog's the sort of thing, thanks Mr. Winch, appreciate you. A dog's the sort of thing that actually just non-stop brings that joy into your household. It's borderline fundamental. I don't think I could imagine a home without a dog, to be honest. I think a dog is one of those things that turns a house into a home. Barnaby and Chase, they were pretty fun. If you remember those on the stream, super friendly. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Chase was really cool because Chase used to hang around and like watch as I was painting the canvas, which I always thought was hilarious because I always wondered what was going through Chase's head to want to watch me while I painted Lake. What possible thing was Chase getting out of it? But I think Chase didn't really care. Chase could feel that I was interested in what was happening, and so Chase gave it attention, whether it fully understood it or not. And I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. In terms of, a bit more through there we go. In terms of Chase though, got some bad news, guys. Actually, about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4, Chase passed on. So Chase is no longer with us, which is tragic because Chase was incredible. Barnaby's still here, Chase is gone. So if you were here for the streams with Chase, Chase is no longer with us, which is a tragedy. Do I want to see what you do for painting? Yes, of course I do. You can message via the link in the bio. You can get to Instagram. You can get anywhere you like. As long as you enjoy making it, I would love to see it. Alright, because that's one of the key parts of the equation too. Got to enjoy making it. You've got to feel a kick out of seeing your art come together. Can you draw Ariana Grande? Yeah. Sorry, Cheryl. Chase is gone. Pretty tragic, actually, yeah. What an incredible dog. So, we did the elephant picture in the city different with Chase. And, yeah. Now we've just got Barnaby, who, don't get me wrong, Barnaby's fantastic. But Chase had that more relaxed nature where he was more of a dog that enjoyed just sitting there and watching how the paint was landing. Whereas Barnaby is always out for the next opportunity to see how the ball gets thrown. Everything you need in terms of links, guys, are in the bio. So if you want to get through to Instagram, into YouTube replays, into you're on TikTok, but what else is there? There's a Twitter, there's a Threads, there's all the things, all of which are incredibly wholesome. He was so chill, yeah, yeah. He had this habit when you throw the ball, if he managed to get it, he wouldn't share it with Barnaby. He would go sit down with it for a bit because he knew he couldn't outcompete Barnaby in finding the ball. So once he did get his hands on it, he was less likely to share it, which was always quite funny. G'day, John. How we doing? And John, did you get my messages on the Discord? I hope you did. Cheers, John. You fantastic individual. How old was Chase? Chase was 12 or 14. Michael, he was getting on a wee bit. Perfect, John. Perfect. 12 or 14. So, anyway, we will miss Chase a lot. What a fantastic dog. Just so happy. So happy to be a part of things. There we go. Cheers, John. Let's just add a little bit more through here. There we go. We're on the tail end of this painting too. What a good boy. Yeah, John. He was. 2 Johns in the chat room. That's exciting. And cheers for the lovely music, John. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Also, I sent John a message this morning and my hair was completely out of control, so that was pretty funny. I think that's our thing now, John. Every time we have a call, one of us needs to have our hair wildly out of control. In terms of... Oh, that's very exciting. Guys, if you want me to draw you, I'm more than happy to do that. Provided it's a wholesome picture and it'll be fun, then of course, there's a link in the bio. You go to commission an original and we can make a painting together. Which, don't get me wrong, I would absolutely love to do it. I want to feed off your inspiration. So if you've got an idea that you want to see brought to life, I can literally bring my creativity, my little motivated spark, and we can together turn your inspiration into a real piece of artwork. But it's a joint journey because, yeah, almost parasitically, I'm feeding off your energy and inspiration, which I love. Pardon me. There we go. A little bit of coffee. If you're wondering, it's not instant coffee. I nailed it this morning. I nailed it. I really made it perfect. It had crema and everything. In fact, you know what? Look at that. Hold on. We're going to do this. Bye. See you, Rolden. That's very funny. Paint me like one of your French girls. We never hear that here, actually. You're the first person to ever say it. Okay, have a look at this here. Bring it right up close. That there is the crema on my coffee this morning. So I'm so proud of it, I took a picture. Yeah, which obviously shows how infrequently I nail it, but yes, that was a good coffee. There we go. Right. Yeah, you got to take the wins when you get them. And honestly, this morning I looked at that coffee and thought, Seb, you've outdone yourself this morning. That is perfect. Now, it was actually in San Sebastian that I learned to drink coffee black, proper black, just the espresso shot. They would, I walked into a cafe at about 7 a.m., 6:30 a.m., and there were about 7 men, and they were all about 55, late 50s, early 60s, and they were having espresso shots. There was a guy behind the bar and he had some Danish rolls and things, like they always do in San Sebastian. And anyway, I went up there and I wanted to fit in. I didn't want a flat white or a long black. I wanted to fit in, so I actually said, can I have a short black, like these other gentlemen are having, an espresso shot? Of course, bang, out it comes. And I had one of these, and I'm talking with these guys, and we're having a nice time, and there's a language barrier there, but it's all quite fun. And then I say, they all grab another one. And so I think, well, I want to fit in. So I have another one too. This is now 2 double espresso shots, and they will have another one. So I say, I'm done, I have 2. But I learned in that little cafe that I thought I was a coffee drinker. I was well out of my depth. These gentlemen were doing their morning routine, and I was stretching to try and match their regular morning. So they knew how to drink coffee, but I've never seen coffee drinkers like it. To this day. To this day. But anyway, the point of that story is people in San Sebastian know how to drink coffee. Here we go. A little bit here. Something about coffee, yeah. And I always marvel when I make a coffee that it's got the perfect amount of crema, strong and smooth, everything you want a coffee to be. I always marvel at it because at that point in time, it reminds me of those beautiful coffees we'd have down in San Sebastian. Please draw a cat, bro. One day we might do a cat. I guess dog owners just love their pets more, because we're not doing a lot of dogs. Do I like cold coffee? Absolutely. I'll usually leave a coffee out after I've drunk a few sips of it. Leave it out and let it go cold. Then I'll come back to it later and enjoy an iced coffee. It's not unusual to do that. There we go. Splice that around in there. I'm adding a bit of white into these tans. And I'm just discovering a few more little areas around Gladius here. And we'll swap soon because I'm actually adding the paint on really thick. Really thick. And so it's going to be very hard to keep on layering with the intensity of some of these colours. There we go. Thanks, John. Is that in celebration for how good this morning's coffee was, John? Because if so, I really appreciate that. Yeah. But I gotta say, yesterday morning, I butchered it. It was so bad that we were on the stream yesterday and I was literally having instant coffee because I could not thread the needle. So, you gotta take the wins when you get them. Because you don't know when the next one's gonna be. You're a coffee guy, John? Well, guys, I'm not gonna be around all day though. I've got some exciting stuff occurring. I've got to be somewhere at 2:30. I'm going to meet. I got to leave here about 2:30. I've got a meeting with Youthline. If you don't know who Youthline is, they are a New Zealand charity, and they do work here in New Zealand to support mental health. And they run the helplines. They do a lot of initiatives. They're a great company. So I'm meeting up with a few of them today at 2:30. And I am also, after that, picking up the laptop. Woo-hoo. Picking up the laptop, and on the laptop tonight, we'll be doing the airdrop. I learned that was a cool. If you give out free NFTs, it's called an airdrop, guys. Wild. So tonight's airdrop, we've got a few wallets, and it's going out from the Discord. If you haven't got a wallet, it's all good. There'll be more. It's totally free. It's just a little fun thing that we're doing for subs. And let me have a look-see here. Where else are we going to go with this? Around here. There we go. Always these small canvases are so funny. It confines the work, but in the same way it gets this different kind of beauty. It's sort of jumbled chaoticness in the brushstrokes. I can't help but warm to it a little bit. It's pretty fun. I don't think I'm going to attack it with any greens, but I think we're going to grab some blues. That's green. We don't want that, we want this. Oh yeah. Right here. Yum, yum, yum. Get a little bit mixed in here. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit down here. There we go. Where else are we going to go? Just through here. Seb, did I call you? I did not, Chrissy J. But I do hope you're having an amazing day. I'm looking forward to your print arriving. It's going to be exciting. What else are we going to use here? A bit more of this colour. Let's keep adding this into the sky. There we go. All over the edge. We're going to go right around the edge here. There we go. All around. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's keep combining that in there. Get lighter. Get lighter. And then start dabbing over the top here. Just little bits. Adding that depth to the background, but keeping it looking like it's a blurred effect. That's the key. That's the key. And then we're going to sneak around here. Beautiful. And down through here. All the way down to the bottom. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Fantastic. Let me see where else we can add a bit of paint up the top here. There we go. Come on, Gladius. How are you doing, actually? Can you step back here a little bit? Yeah, a little bit wild, but in a fun way. It's okay. Just add this over the top, coming up around here. Hello, Logan. Hope you're doing well, Logan. How's Hope doing? Good to see you back here. Been a while since I've seen your name pop in, Logan. There we go. A little bit around here. Hope the Two Studs Ranch is doing well. Val, if you'd like to be painted, it is entirely fair enough. But the best way to get painted is fill out the link in the bio. What? Fantastic. And thanks, Herb and Garlic, I missed that. Let me have a look-see here. A little bit of blue here. So sorry guys, the link in the bio is all the socials you need, and also there's a link to commission an original. So if you do like the style and you've got something you'd like to see painted, or you're enthusiastic about something, or you just like to yarn, that's all there via a pretty fancy thing called a link tree, which we take for granted now, but previously, before Linktree was around, I'd sit here for 3 or 4 minutes being like, this is the YouTube handle, this is the Instagram handle, this is the Twitter handle, this is the Threads handle, this is the this handle, and this handle, and this handle. But now, Linktree's got it all in one place. So, that's pretty exciting. There we go, go right around that edge. And we're going to go right around this edge. There we go. That's good. Not far off completion here on this puff. Ooh, look there. There we go. So, I've got a meeting at 2:30. For a meeting at 2:30, got to be somewhere at 1:30. I'll leave here, 30 minutes to drive there, so 1, then I've got to pack up that, so I start packing at 12:30, we got a bit of time. The camera was reversed, no, it's, it is, sometimes it does actually. It's actually, so I'm left-handed, whichever way it's coming out. That's the correct way. So if it's reversing it, it's supposed to be left-handed. There we go. A little bit in there. Now we're doing smaller dabs. Smaller dabs. There we go. Down through here. and down through here. Perfect. And get a bit more here. And where else are we going? Fantastic. Still got this turquoise. Splice into a bit of tan now. That's much nicer. There we go. And where else are we going to go? Just down through here a little bit. And down through here. And let's add a bit more of this eyeball. Perfect. And ooh, it's a bit wet there though, so we might have to leave that. Do we? 2 dabs, can you take it? Here we go. Lovely. Fantastic. And then we get a bit more up through these parts. And through these parts. Going straight into our cerulean blue. I want more of this now. There we go. With a bit more of that transparency gel. There we go. And coming in down through here. Down there, down there. And a little bit over here. Yeah, go on then. Right the way around. And we'll pause there. Taking this wild little colour palette we've got and all its crazy little directions, I'm going to apply it to the next doggo. So that's Gladius. He's got one little wild laugh. He's going to need another one of more muted tans and browns, burnt siennas, but they can come. They can come next. All right, coming back to Stacia. Hello, Stacia. Here we go. Up we come. So, Stacia, we've got some greens to add in here to turn that background area off being a tail. And then we've got some, layering to occur both in the background and the foreground. This thing here looks like a tail. It's not supposed to be a tail. It's actually a shrub bush that occurs here, here, and here. So we need to change the colour palette to be a little bit more green. So let's make it happen. Up we come, a little bit here, dun, 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 dun. And let's chuck a little bit there. There we go. This is going to immediately change it to being a more wholesome plant feel rather than the tail of a dog. Perfect. Done. Straight away. 2 little brush strokes, 3 in that case, has made all the difference there. And now we're going to dabble with this green down here by the feet, add it in a few little areas, build up a little bit of green around the feet. There we go. There, 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 there. Here we go. Down and through here. Yeah, go for it. All right. That might be enough green actually. You can get overexcited with greens really easily, and we do not want to. We do not want to. All right. Energetic because I made the perfect coffee this morning. Did you hear about that? I'm so sorry if you did. If you've already heard, sorry for saying it twice, but I made a good coffee. It was a banger. I've got a coffee machine. It's actually the same coffee machine my family had when I was in high school. So it's a very, very old coffee machine, but the beauty behind it is it makes this humming sort of drone noise every now and again. And the reason why I love that noise is it reminds me of when I was a kid, heading off to school, my parents making coffees and things. Basically, it was their coffee machine. I bought it off them, and now I'm trying to learn how it works. And honestly, I'm doing a, here we go, a little bit through there. I'm doing a pretty poor job in figuring it out, but this morning I proved that I can get it. So I'm pretty excited to fully get the hang of how to make good coffee. My father had it down to a T, I'll tell you that for free. He knew exactly how to make good coffee. But here we go, a little bit through there. Fantastic. Cool. Drone noise. Well, I mean, like, and when you'd wake up in the morning, it would reverberate through the house, this brrrr, as this coffee machine was sort of waking up, charging up, heating up. I liked it. I didn't realise I liked it at the time, but you know, it's funny at the time. And you don't really notice things or care about things, but then in hindsight, you hear noises or smell a scent, which reminds you vividly of a place. One thing I would always do when I was younger, I loved doing this. This was my thing. I would, no, not younger, sorry, when I would go travelling, is I would get a cologne in the airport. So I do this every time I go travelling for the last 6 years. Get a cologne in the airport, and then every day that you're travelling, spray yourself with it. Way too much of it. If you're travelling, who cares? Spray yourself up with it, and you'll always smell it. Little bit, little bit, little bit. And then when you get home, put that cologne away. Don't ever use it. But when you want to be reminded of Bali, of Europe, of Asia, of India, or wherever, instead of it being a BO you smell on the bus all the time, say, instead, you put that cologne on, and you're right back in Bali. You're right back in Uluwatu. You're right back in Rarotonga. It's actually a really fun way. Andy Warhol used to do this with scents when he was painting. He'd have different art movement or thoughts when he was making his art. And he would actually connect that with a smell and then put the smell away in these little perfume jars. And then come back to them at a later date, which would remind him of all the emotions and feelings and inspiration that he had to make art at that point in time. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Right, a little bit more through here. And a little bit more down here. There we go. Cascade that around. Cheers, Michael. Here we go. Okay. Just adding teeny tiny bits of detail into our dog. Get that background a bit more expanded. There we go. And up through here. Lovely. There we go. Up and around here. Fantastic. Fantastico. And then we're going to add a little bit more. Let's put a little bit through here. Yeah, try and keep it wholesome, guys, if you can. You want to keep it... It's a smaller canvas than usual, but maybe we need to break out a big one. Big, old, fresh canvas to start on. Or we can go back to an old one, crack some paint around. I've got a few old ones that have been written off, which a write-off means I'll come back to it at a later date. But right now, they're a write-off. And let's go a little bit up here. There we go. Perfecto. A little bit of tan, a little bit of tan. And let's chuck a little bit of tan up through here. Lovely. It's going to combine nicely with those turquoises. Build out a little bit more through these parts. Lovely. You go down here a little bit with it. Now I think this colour is the colour we need to use before whites to make these pores stand out. Especially this one. This dog here, Gracia, has this lovely tan pore here, which sort of defines her personality. So we need to make sure we capture that. There we go. And then a little bit around here. And coming around here. Lovely. Perfecto. And where else are we going to go? Just up through here. Have we all been friendly, folks? What's this painting style called? This is called Bada Bing Bung Bung. Probably you could call it, I think you'd call it modern impressionism, but I prefer to say modern Impressionism opens the field to all sorts of things. I think primalism is a great term. Probably a combination of expressionism, impressionism, primalism. Primalism is when you use rudimentary tools, and I think anyone who's still in the mindset of using paint brushes and mixing paint and applying it to a canvas or a surface that's 2D, they're primal, because that's quite rudimentary in today's day and age. You're dealing with something quite old school, and you'd be like, no, well, everyone does that. Yeah, but we've got AI now. We've got digital tablets, 3D printers. So to opt to paint, this is opting for something quite rudimentary, quite raw and strange. And in that sense, that's something I'm attracted to. That's something I like. And something I wouldn't trade up. I don't think if tablets got better, or if I had a tablet, that I would prefer it over painting. I've tried it. It's not really for me. I keep falling back to painting because I like how raw it is, how crazy it is, how rudimentary and primal it is. I don't think I'd actually opt to give up on that, even though a tablet would give more ability to create techniques, more layering. Painting would dry immediately or never dry. It's more manipulatable. You can go to different layers anytime you like. Your control goes way up. But I think part of the beauty in painting is the lack of control. The fact that you can control Z any mistake on a tablet and make it be removed immediately and just come back to a baseline, I feel like you limit your art. Because there's a lot of things, if we had the power to, that we'd control Z. But at what cost? In our lives, how many things do we go through that we think, I wish I could just control Z that, but having done it gave a different result? Would you risk the now for a chance to control Z, something that's already happened? Yuck. I don't think mistakes make paintings better. I think that mistakes are a part of painting. I think it's a part of process. I think it's not a matter of being able to remove the mistakes, but it's a matter of going through your own little realization that the mistake didn't control the entire painting. That being able to move past mistakes and focus on what's going right, that's a trait that we both need. We need for life and for painting. I think in that sense, mistakes help you grow. So, Bob Ross would say, pretty little mistakes. I say, Santino. So, Santino, in terms of an art medium I don't like to say don't like, but I like colour. So, although I love charcoal, I would always opt for paint because I like to be able to play with hues. It's not a must, but if I had my preference, that's what I would go for. Now, where is the white? There we go. There we go. Soft-bodied acrylics, that's what we're after at the moment. Soft-bodied acrylic. So, they spread out easier, and we can make them transparent, run nicely. Beautiful. Here we go. Just going to add a bit more to that pour down here. So no, sorry, there's nothing really I don't like. There's things that I'm not experienced in. They're abundant, but they're not actually, I don't dislike using them. My default would be acrylic paints. I've been trying to move towards non-toxic paints. But that's more out of a belief that I'd prefer painting to be, well, all the paint to be completely non-toxic. There's still PVA style things in the paint that you use when you paint with acrylics. Acrylics aren't perfect. No paint is perfect. Oils might be the worst of the bunch. The things you're looking for is Vox. And it seems weird to me. We look at the beauty of something like Starry, Starry Night. But in Starry, Starry Night, in its creation, is many, many, many things which are considered toxic for humans. And it's like, sort of like a dirty secret, like tobacco, before everyone realised what was going on there. I think it'd be beautiful if you could say this painting is made from 9 ingredients. Those 9 ingredients are, blah, 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 none of which are toxic. This will last for 500 years. I think that's a special message. Alright. Let me chuck some of this in here. Where else are we going to go? There's a little, oh, no, I got that bit already. And we're going to chuck a bit down in here. Beautiful. Keep it coming. We're getting a little bit thicker. This is now getting quite impasto-y and pasto-y, which is okay. As we go towards the final layers, we want the paint to land thicker, because that is going to add that 3D-ish little bit of effect. TikToker, this is acrylics. But they're a special kind of acrylics. They come in these cute little bottles. Voila. Shouldn't throw that, most likely to drop it, but they're really cute because so you end up being able to pour them easily. And then I find if you mix it with a little bit of water, shake it up, then you can empty out the last little bit too. Now that doesn't mean you can use that for all your paintings, but as a base coat, that gives you a lot of power because you can add in a little bit of water, get the last little bit out of it, no wastage, which I think is pretty cool. Do you sell sometimes? Yes. Now these aren't going to sell. These dog pictures, they are not available. These are commissions, but there's currently no originals available. There's one that I've got, Hibiscus Surf, but it's on hold right now, so it's not available to just buy, so it's not listed anywhere. But I'm hoping speaking of which, the water skiing one we had up earlier, that one's on hold too. There's someone who might be taking that one, but if they don't, that one will be available. So there might be 2 originals, and maybe 2, but we will see. Hard to say. Sometimes you see a painting in its end result, and you think, yes, that's perfect. And other times you look at it and think, no, I thought it was going in a different direction. Sort of like we start these paintings here, and we end up doing layer after layer, and someone will be there in layer 2 of 10. And they'll be thinking, I love this painting, how much for it? Please lock me in for it, I'll take it. And I always tell them, think of it like a high school crush or a first love. You think you're into them now, but as you change, well, as the painting grows and changes, at layer 2 you love it. There's 8 more layers to go. It won't be the same thing that you think you love. You love it right now, but we will see. Or you'll end up loving it more. Hard to know. There are a few prints available. We've released a few in the last few days, which is fun. I think there's 2 prints that still have first editions available. If that's what you're into, if you're a collector, you're after first edition. There we go. Very pretty. How are we doing here? Let's get a bit more of that white and dabble it up through here some. There we go. Beautiful. Lovely. And Benedict, welcome to the team. 240 members strong. I'm not sure what the team is so much yet. If someone could instruct me on how the team works, that would be lovely. But here we go. Beautiful. I'm going to pause there on this one. Temptation's just to keep going and throwing around paint, but I think that's just about right. Just about right. Down you come. There we go. Now, do we work with more dogs? No. I think that one needs a little bit more time to dry. We might bring him back just for a quick snap. Quick whippersnapper. Here we go. Up you come. Quick whippersnap on this one, just because the colour's the right colour. The key there is to use the same colours to get that continuity between these two. Like mother, like son. There we go. Hello Ryan, how are we doing? Good to have you here. Alright, back the other dog. Ping, ping. Fantastico. I'm going to grab a bit of paint and we're just going to keep dabbling in here. Dabbling in here. There we go. And a bit more over here. Well, Cheryl, we're lucky to have you. There we go. Guys, all the social links that you're after are via a link in the bio, so you can get to wherever you want to get to. It's looking lovely up here though. We'll just keep layering this up here. There we go. Beautiful. Just at the top there. And let's have a little look-see down here. Beautiful. Now, we're going to grab... Oh no, I've got enough of that. I've got enough. There we go. Got more of this. Lots of love from Sun Valley in Idaho. Welcome. Good to have you here. And after a bit more paint on this one, we'll move into... Sorry. Are you more of a spot painter and let the eyes blend the colours, or do you blend the colours yourself? Jeepers, great question. I try and keep a steady mixture of both going on. That sounds random. Sometimes some paintings fall heavily into spot painting, like the waterfall, Van Gogh waterfall. With that one, certainly we leaned heavily into spots and dabs going over the surface, and expanded the whole thing with these miniature little wispy brush strokes, which was really fun. But then we have other paintings where we let the paint flow in longer strokes if it has to, but just try and capture individual shapes and moments. And that's okay as well. Both correct in their own way. Let's grab a bit more of that. Come right up here into the ear, just there. There we go. And that goes out to there. Beautiful. Combine that with a little bit of parchment and then dabble through here. Lovely. And then come through here a little bit. Alright, and over here. And then I think, once I've got enough little droplets of paint on this one, we'll use the remainder of our time. What are we at? 11 o'clock. So I dash by 12, I think. I dash by 12. I think that's the move. There we go. But we'll see. We will see. I think I should probably give myself more time, just in case of traffic. Great answer. Art at the end of the day is more a pencil portrait draw myself and stuff. That's exciting. In terms of art though, remember there's one saying I love above all other sayings, which is art done repetitively is craft. So once you feel yourself going through the motions and developing work in the same way you developed the previous one, and facing the same challenges and facing them in the same way, this is dangerous. You're now doing craft, which is totally okay if that's what you're after. but realize what it is. You're now doing craft. Craft is okay, and sometimes art blends with craft. If you talk about wood makers, like joiners, jewellery makers, these are fantastic art forms that blend with craft. But if you want to do raw art, you have to realise there can't be repetition. You can't make the same art piece twice. There's only one starry, starry night. There's only one. And in that same sense, whatever you're doing, whatever your creativity is taking, whatever little journey you're going on, there can only be one. If there was more than that, we'd be talking about a craft. And that's different altogether. Let's have a little look-see here. So you dabble a little bit through here, and a little bit through here. There we go. Fantastic. Let's get a little bit down over here, and a little bit there. Alright, where else are we going to go? Down here, down here. There we go. Adding just a little bit of green into that coat. How wild. There we go. And then up here, just a teeny tiny bit. A little bit too much green on the face, but just a little bit. There we go. Up here. Do a touch. And then we'll add a bit more. There. There. And there. Alright, now we need to hold fire. For fear of being too excited here. There we go. There we go. Let that dry, we'll lay it flat, and we're going to move on to our next painting. Look, but not before I plug in my phone, which is on a brisk 11%. Can't have that if I'm heading to town. Especially if I'm going to be using it for pay wave and things. Okay, time for the next canvas to go up. What is it going to be? That is the question. We're going to grab something a little bit silly and a little bit wild. We're going to use up that paint. We've got one more paint tray. We've got a whole bunch of mediums, more than we need. And we'll see if we can turn an old little disaster, an old fun, wild, wacky warm-up piece into something with a bit more catch to it. Let's see. I know exactly the one I'm going to get. Here it is. Voila. You might remember this one. You might not. Some people won't be happy that we're touching it, but we're going to. Why are we touching it? Because I don't believe it's complete. I've had it sitting here in the studio for a while. It's fun. It's a fun piece, but I don't love it on the same playing field as I love the other ones. So it's got two options. Three options, in fact. This painting either gets destroyed and never sees the light of day. This painting either gets painted white and then painted with something completely different, so it acts as an undercoat for something else. Or we continue to work on this painting and hopefully we get it to a state where I love it enough that I'll let it leave the studio. Let's find out. Yeah, there's a few stains on my shirt. It's a mess. It's a shocker too. Let's give her the shirt as a gift, and if she only knew what I've now done to it. Shocking. But it is what it is. Right, our painting. Let's do. Here we go. Bring it up a bit more. Yeah, let's come up nice and high. All the way. There we go. So, this is quite an exciting one. This is 85-year-old Barbie. So, if you asked an AI to generate your picture of Barbie at 85 years old, this is what AI would give you, which is pretty fun. And I was quite compelled by that during the release of the Barbie movie and thought, you know what? It would be an absolute pleasure to turn that into paint. So here we are. This is the first layer. You realise the phrase is, yeah, I do, and that's why it's so much fun. But I will be honest with you. I've got my own embarrassing my own embarrassing phrase that I misunderstood. My phrase that I misunderstood was, so one of my workmates thought for a long time that it was a doggy dog world, and so I find that one hilarious. My embarrassing one was I thought it's a given. Now when I heard it's a given, I didn't hear it's a given, like it's a given to you. It's a given. I heard it's a gibbon, the monkey. And so for 30 years of my life, whenever I heard it's a gibbon, I thought it was a gibbon. So mistakes were made. Yeah, it's a gibbon. Which now, obviously, yes, let's all laugh how silly you've said, but you know what? I've been saying it, like, it's been one of my favourite sayings to say for like, maybe 15 years, and every time I've said it, no one's ever called me up on it. They've just been like, oh, it's a given. He must have like slurred his words a little bit, but I was saying given every time for years and years and years. How do I get my stand like that? It's a portable stand, so it shrinks up, comes out, adjusts. It's a cool stand. The best of stands, some would say. Here we go. I swear to God, I thought it was a given. And you know what? Time changes a man. The only time it did come up, this is how I found out. I sent it to someone in text, who then laughed. And I'm like, that wasn't supposed to be funny though. It was supposed to be a given. And then they realised that I had made a terrible mistake over the course of my life, misunderstanding quite an important word. There we go, and get a little bit there, a little bit there. Around these eyes. Now these eyes are going to be different from our usual eyes. We're going to really make these eyes like fish eyes to really out at you. There's going to be less of that chill to them. They're really going to stare. Barbie, as a doll, has these big eyes, really wide open. Eyelashes, eyebrows, everything. So we're going to represent that. Here we go. We're going to keep adding a little bit more up to here. Oh, we're going to splice that. Going to cut that off a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. And I'm going to splice this a little bit more. Here we go. These are our deeper colours. These are the colours that got a little bit left behind on the first few coats. And dabble with these through here. Down through here. There we go. And up through here. Hello. Beautiful. Up there, up there. Purple, indeed. Well, it's more of a, what would you call that? It's a quinacridone magenta. So it's a deep magenta, essentially. That's a fun one. Here we go. A little bit more of this though. We want that transparency of these colours. We've got our layer that actually defines the whole subject. The next stage now is to not cover it up with a new layer, but to embellish it with a layer that actually sits over the top, but doesn't hide anything. It's transparent enough to keep all the energy that we got in that first layer. It just helps the whole thing sort of come into its own a wee bit. There we go. It's going to cut around there. That's actually going to go in more. There we go. Perfectos. Alright, and then we're going to come up through here. This is the neck part. Little bits in here, down through here. So that. Now this neck has significant wrinkles in it. That would be the only thing from this picture that tells you that you're dealing with a Barbie who's not the regular age bracket of Barbie. There we go. There, and then his lips. There. Coming all the way across. Perfect. Perfect. Sweet there. Really making those features pop a little bit. Is that swipe working there? Not really. Cool. And then we're going to add just a little bit in here. Okie dokie. Coming down here. Lovely. Purple into Barbie. Would purple or the colour be good to fade out to blue? I'm just trying to read that. Hold on. TikTok isn't responding. Uh-oh. Have we had an issue here? Are we still here? Or are we dead? Are we still here, Tim? Sorry guys, lost you for a moment there, but we're back. Don't know what happened there. Camera went through a bit of chaos by the looks of it. And that's okay. Not now? Not now. Here we go. Transparent. There we go. 80-year-old Barbie. We missed the opportunity too. Maybe we could have done an Oppenheimer one. Speaking of doing themed ones though, team, Halloween, October. I want to do a themed painting. Minor drama at home, back again. Welcome back, John. I'm thinking, sorry, I'll read that comment there. Mushy, be good. Would purple or the colour you use be good? Keep sitting in a little thing. For fade out into blue in the background? I think, would it be good for that? I mean, you could fade it out. We're not going to in this case. The blue in the background has this huge kick to it and sort of sits back from the character and only gets caught in the greys of her hair. And so that's what I'm going to do there. So this red is going to be completely embellished in her, but almost like an hourglass of red, not really consuming everything else in the picture. The blue, on the other hand, is going to be what complements her hair, and it's going to be what complements the background. But you're right, that could work. We're just choosing not to. There we go, look at that cheek. Let's get that cheek some energy in there. And then across this eyelash. Just like that. I'm going to really embolden some of these features here. Here we go. And this is going to come in here and up around here. That was incorrect. Bad brush stroke. Let me have a look at this here. Let's grab blacks. Here we go. Blacks up around here. Maybe I need to give it more white in here though. I think that black's just a wee bit intense. We'll add some parchment to it. Here we go. And then we'll add some clear painting medium. Big fan. Alright. Let's have a look-see here. Oh yes. So we've got a whole bunch of grey. I'm going to use this to really embellish that hairstyle. Big fluid strokes. We're not going to do small strokes here. They're going to be larger. There we go. Allow them. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. What's that there? Marie. Yeah, it does. A little bit. You know, maybe, if I don't like this one come Halloween, maybe I run this through an AI and say, turn 85-year-old Barbie into a Halloween special. And we'll see what AI comes out with. That's if we don't pull or thread the needle by the time Halloween comes on around. And thanks, John, I appreciate that. Here we go. Perfect. Let's get a little bit in here and a little bit on the chin there. I'm not going to get too excited with these colours around the on the face itself. I want to keep those tones on the face, but we will use this to do these pearls. So we're in a beautiful 3-layered pearl necklace, which we're going to capture all these little individual pearls with our grey. There we go. They're not all circles, they're caught on different angles of lighting. Here we go. And one more there and there. A black widow. Ooh, that's frisky. That's frisky. I like that. Here we go. Let's chuck that through there and around there. And then down through here. Lovely. And a little bit more. Yeah. Fantastic. We're finished on that liner. Blossom that out a bit more. And blossom that out a bit more. Over here, yeah, go on then. 1 and 2. Alright, Barbie, where else are we going? Just through here, down the very bottom of the canvas, with some soft bodied acrylics. There we go. And then up in here, splice that there. Come on down here. Fantastic. Cheers, guys. Alright, now, where else are we going to go? That looks lovely. I think we're going to grab... We'll splice a bit of pink into there now, team. A bunch of light pink. So we can start dabbling around the hair a little bit and then into these areas. That is the plan. What's the plan, Stan? This is the plan, Stan. Through here. Oh yes, popping. That's what we're after. Lovely. Hello. And I think we're going to be around for another, let's do 43 minutes max. Then I need to dash off. I got jobs to do. I got people to see. And I gotta get ready. Went for a swim this morning though, team. Woo-hoo-wee. It was so cold. I tell you that for free. Oh my lord. It was freezing. Well worth it though, but freezing. Okay. Let's get a little bit here. Around this eye. And then in here. I'm going to abstract Barbie a wee bit. We don't need her to have the clarity that the opening layer kicked off with. I think I got addicted to the clarity of her because she has these defining facial features. And I thought to myself, God, I just want her to have that model-like tonal change on her face. I mean, I almost applied the paint on the face like makeup. I got that excited. And actually, I need to obviously apply it like makeup, like I am right now, but in more gestural strokes that actually make it look like she's added foundation to her face, but hasn't mixed it, and then do that with a bunch of different colours to get quite an interesting layering effect. But I don't want to get this soft tonal change across the face. I want to capture a Barbie in a Sid Gower art style, which is Yeah. See how her whole face has had this drastic sort of shift to almost a cartoon style of cartoon style, is that the way you put it? But more of a comic book. That's the term I'm looking for. Comic book style. Cheers, John. You're an absolute legend. A comic book style of design here. John's like, just a reminder, I need you to email me back. I've got you, John. Do not worry. Man, I'm excited though. The weather looks like it's clearing up here in New Zealand, and tomorrow is the most pristine sunny day. And so I'm going to get out there and we're going to get some layers on some of these reels. Have some real fun. I said it there actually, real fun. Because it's reels. Let's get that up to there, up to there. Lovely. And then up through here. Below. Do you know the USA gifting is completely different? No, I didn't, John. I did notice that sometimes I try and send people, yourself included, images or videos on the chat messages. And when I try and do it, it's like not available in their country. And I'm like, oh. That happens more often than I realise. But no. Anything makeup related and pink is in. That's exciting. Well, this is makeup related, so this is your bread and butter pink. Here we go. This painting here, 85-year-old Barbie. But you know what? It's not finished. So that's a working title. Here we go. Hello Jade, how we doing? Welcome in. Here we go. Perfect. Big tufts of colour. That's what we're after. That's actually more of a scoop here than I've given it credit for. There we go. Fantastic. Combine it into a bunch more black. We're going to move back into our darker greys. There we are. Darker greys through here as well. And I think before we say done, we will come back with a bunch of black. Because that'll be fun. There we go. Thanks, Paulo. Appreciate you. There we go. A little bit in here. Bounce it around here. Cheers, John. That's a fun one. Dynamic music. What a fun one. Here we go. Barbie approves. I feel like Barbie would just wear blonde wigs if she was under 85. Maybe. Thanks, Jade. Jade, I miss a little blue star next to your name. But also, Jade, do you have a crypto wallet? Because if you do, even if you're not a sub, you were, and it'd be an honour to airdrop you one of the NFTs from tonight. That'll be a pleasure. There we go. Catch you later, Victoria. You're only going to miss out on the last 38 minutes. Then your boy needs to run. Later, Victoria. She's off to bigger and better things. Alright. Excuse my little thing there. Got a little bit of granola. Cheers, John. That's a fun one. I got a little bit of granola in my teeth. I was just getting it out. Here we go. Beautiful. You're golden. That's a pity. But no worries. There'll be more of them. There we go. Right, where else are we going? A little bit on the face? Not really. This is more of a colour of the pearls, to be honest. That's where this wants to go. One pearl at a time. Up through here. Can I teach you how to paint? Of course I can. Hang out right here, and I will show you how to have fun while you paint. And I think a lot of the time, we get this idea in our heads that art's actually done by a tortured soul in a basement who you never see until he dies and then someone reveals his work. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be made with joy and happiness and spontaneity and crazy wild strokes and laughter and fun had. Like, the picture itself doesn't need to cause connection as a result. It can be the connecting factor while it's being made. That's okay. But I feel like we've been tricked into thinking that art's supposed to be something other than that. And it's not. It's supposed to be something that brings us together in a really wholesome way. Especially when it's been made. I don't think cave paintings from thousands of years ago were done just with one person in a cave by themselves. I think it was a collaborative effort. It was an activity they did together. An activity that on one hand we see thousands of years later. That we think, wow, look what they made. But on the other hand, they did because it was something they could do together. Well done, Jade. Good to have you back on board, Jade. I missed you. That is correct, John. That is correctos. Unless you're telling someone, in which case, John is correct. Good to have you back, Jade. I missed you. Feels more appropriate now that your name's got that blue star next to it. I think the blue star is the best one of all the emojis too. I think we're on the right track. TikTok bling. I like that. I like that. There we go. A little bit up here, a little bit through here, a little bit through here. You have those back to work, post-holiday blues. Well, it depends on your opinion on work. Is work the thing that's providing you the opportunities to be who you want to be, to spend time with the people you want to spend time with, and to pursue your dreams? Or are you just on a grind? Because if you're just on a grind, that needs revisiting. But if you're actually using it as a tool to bring your life together, to bring your loved ones around you, and to look after everyone, sounds like work's a pretty cool thing to get to return to. There we go. Beautiful. Love those soft-bodied acrylics. There we go. What's the next little hit going to be? I'm going to get a bit of orange, combine it into my dirty grey colours, and add it up through this body here. That is the plan. What's this? This is Naphthol Red Light. That didn't make any sense. This is Naphthol Red Light. And then I'm going to add that into a little bit of yellow medium. The reason I'm combining those two is because I can't see orange immediately, but this will get me close enough. Here we go. Whoo-wee. This colour probably has a bit much pop, but it'll tone back as I mix it. Get a bit more clear painting medium. Chuck this in here. Whoo-wee. And now, transparent, just a little bit. Get grayer on me. I don't want this to be too poppy. Get grayer. How are we doing? It needs to be grayer. It's got too much pop. Still too much pop. Come here. Chill out. Intense orange. Way too intense. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're getting there. Dun 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 dun. And now we're going to add this one in here in big long licks across this face. There we go. Down through here. Up here. Down over the nose. Down to the tip of the nose. Perfect. Not spiking off though. Going to capture it here. Lovely. And then on that lip there. And then down through here. Where else are we going to go? There's a little bit around this eye. It's going to go whoosh. Lovely. And then whoosh. Lovely. My partner is colourblind. I wonder what your paintings look like to him. That's actually a really, really fun thing to do. To figure out what they look like. Let's do that together. I wonder if I can go like this. That's the wrong one. Oh no, I need to start with a filter on, don't I? So I can't... Oh no, this one here. Now I wonder if I can search black and white. Atmosphere. Have you looked down through the list? Give me a second. Take me to the April sun in Cuba. Whoa, what's this? Haha, that's pretty fun. I should have started Barbie like that. Is it gonna keep working? No, not really. Where is it? That's not quite black and white, but it's getting closer. This is the one where you turn on fire. There we go. That's pretty cool. Sorry guys, figuring out. Oh, this is the sound of music. This is if he was the complete opposite of colorblind. This is getting closer to colorblind. This is completely missing the mark. This is scary. This is a clown. Okay guys, I'm getting further and further away. I can't find colorblind. My eyes, yeah. Alright, catch you sweeties. Thanks for joining in. Sorry for flicking through a bunch of filters just then. The point there was, I think there is one which is black and white, and it's actually really, really fun, guys. Jump on my Instagram, take pictures of some of the art, and turn it on your, screenshot it, and then turn it to black and white on your phone. Very, very fun. Especially the dotty ones, the waterfall ones, the farmer ones. Those ones there have this incredible difference when you see them through the lens of just black and white, monochrome. Because they have this wonderful, captivating aspect through their colour. And if you take away their colour, you suddenly can appreciate it just for its tonal change, which there is a dramatic amount of, which is pretty fun. I'm a fan. Colourblind can see colour, but not certain colour hues. Yeah. And that would make the paintings even more fun, excuse me. More fun. I'm on board with that. There we go. Let's add this in here. This is a bit warm, but that's okay. Let's add some warmth into Barbie's face. There we go. Not too much, just a little bit. Let's add some warmth to Barbie. There we go. Go down there. I do want to attack her with a bunch. This is a good colour here, actually. This is probably too intense, though. I do want to attack with a bunch of black. And the reason I want to go for black is because that's going to make her whole thing pop. Santiago, welcome to the party. Hope you're looking after yourself, Santi. Good to have you back. We're here for a crisp another 29 minutes. Spending time with y'all. And then your boy is disappearing. But you can find reruns on YouTube. There we go. A little bit there. And down there. So we've dramatically changed this painting, but it's for the better. I want more colours in it. I want more pop. There we go. There we go. There we go. Reminds you of Professor Umbridge. You mean the painting or me? Hopefully not me. Okay, and we're going to grab a little bit more of this black. Down that goes, and we're going to pick up this here, and a little bit more of that. There we go. Combining it in, bada bing bum boom, and we're going to swing this through here. This is transparent, but it's black. It's powerful. I'm going to grab some more pure black there. I'm going to strike this eyebrow, which has been hanging out for our attention, and this one here. And then we're going to go like this there, and like this there, and like this there. Whee! Dramatically changing how it all feels. And then... oh dear. Well, if you watch the Barbie movie, imagine her, but I don't know how old that actor now. Is she 30? 40? How old is she? I forget. But however old she is, add the right number on until she's 85. Then you'll have this. Now we're overextending the blacks in the face there. There's a reason for that. by overextending them, we're actually allowing ourselves to cut back in later on with the whiter colours to capture the face properly. So until then, she's going to look a little bit myrtly, like she's put on too much makeup, which is okay. That's what we're after. As long as we can all be in agreement that that was intended, it will be okay. It's okay to over-exacerbate the blacks, to over-define something, to then come on back and cut into it with your other colours. Or leave it. Maybe we want to like that. Who knows? There we go. This can come down through here, just like that. See how when this black comes in here, it changes everything. Suddenly we start seeing the intense contrasts and the detail builds up a whole lot more. But the actual colour that we had, the intensity of the saturation gets lost. So we have to think carefully about how much black we actually want to use, because we stand to lose everything else in its pilgrimage to create detail. There we go. And down here. And then all around here. Let me grab that. Up through here. Grab that. Hello. Down here. Across here. Lovely. Lovely. Where else are we going to go with this wild little colour? Just down through here. There we go, little fella. Whack. And down to the base. So you can really see we are losing some of the power of the pink in this picture, but we're going to come back with it. We'll bring the pink back, but only once we've captured that element of form that we want. Back to work, Jade. Lovely to have you here, Jade. Catch you later. Thank you so much. And it's good. Oh, it's good to have you on the Discord finally, Jade. I thought you just didn't want to be a part of it, but I guess you didn't get the link. So it's good to have you back, and I will see you next time. Bye, Jade. Here we go. A little bit through here. Going to add, like I say, exacerbate those darker tones so we can cut back in properly later on in the piece. There we go. You should do an Alice in Wonderland piece. That'd be pretty fun, Maya. Maybe we'll do the cat for Halloween. Because we haven't done a cat yet. So maybe an Alice in Wonderland cat is the go. But I'll tell you what, we'll get a few ideas together. Alice in Wonderland cat, maybe that skeleton dude from the Nightmare Before Christmas or something. And we get a whole bunch of them, and when we put it forward to the art of painting. So if I'm ever cut for an idea and I need a suggestion, I let the art of painting broadcast decide. There we go. Yeah, Jack Skeleton. It's going to be fun too, because his form is very, very thin. And since he's very, very thin, there's less to do with the limbs and more to do with his sort of posture and style, which would be quite stimulating to paint. So there's that idea too. We can do it. It would take October though. We'd get a big canvas and do it really, really, layer it up piece by piece. Ooh-wee. We'd have fun. There we go. You adore dogs, but love cats' attitudes. Well, think about it though. Imagine if you had a dog with a cat's attitude. You'd be a sassy dog. There we go. A little bit through here. That should have been a longer stroke actually. We'll fix that. There we go. Confident strokes. And coming up here. There we go. Start adding some more of this motley tan to the picture. Caterpillar on a mushroom smoking his pipe from it. Alright, well, John, we'll add that to the repertoire. Start doing some real wacky paintings. I like that though, because at the end of the day, painting does have this habit of becoming too serious. In terms of, we tend to make our subject matter always a sunset, a portrait, a this or that. We tend to lose sight of actually, painting is not about the subject as much. It's the subject, and the painting itself is a means to connect with more people. Now, if that can be done through a caterpillar smoking a pipe on a mushroom from Alice in Wonderland, or a picture of Pokemon Yellow, or a picture of Spyro the Dragon, or a picture of Crash Bandicoot. Connection is fundamental, and so long as that picture, that subject matter allows that connection, you're on the right track. That's the most important thing. In terms of blah 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 blah, was that South Africa? No. I do like South Africa though. I've never been. I've been invited to Cape Town, but I have not gone. One day we might make that into a reality. There we go. Let's bring that through there. And through there. Lovely. Alright, how long we got left? 21 minutes. 21 minutes. And then I'm skyrocketing. Let's have a little look-see here. Probably overextended her chin there, that's alright, we'll pop that back in. But everything else is looking pretty cool. We need pinks, we need turquoises. Yeah, that's a good place to be. Pinks, turquoise, whites. We can't do whites right now, there's too many colours, whites will lose. Let's get turquoise in here and build that background up a little bit. I think we can do it on the same day. Here we go. Do I have turquoise ready? That's the question. I should do. Let's have a little look-see here. Yes, I do. Combat teal. That'll do. Add it right into the middle of the tray. And that'll combine with our greys as we go. Along with a little bit of parchment to chill it out a wee bit. And then a bunch of clear painting medium to make it a wee bit more see-through. Here we go. Here we go. A little bit of this through here. Blossom that. And now we're going to literally apply this. I think with a bigger brush even. Let's get quite aggressive. Here we go. Giant brush. Lots of paint. And let's really just add it in. Filling the space. That's the plan. Cut in there. There we go. There we go. And then around here. Beautiful. And then we're going to cut in here, around here, and down through here. Hello. We could have slowly painted that, but it's much more fun to grab the bigger brush, let the paint really hammer on, and make that space happen real fast. There we go. All through here as well. There we go. Down to there. And up over the end there. Perfect. And then let's come on down here. Perfect. Here's our background. Full. You can spend a lot of time doing background, and we will add some more detail in there, but it's pretty fun to just grab big, thick amounts of paint, just let it be covered, because that's what we're going to do, paint that whole area blue. So that's all sorted now, and let's do, I know I said it wasn't, but let's do just a little bit of white through these wild little curls that she's got going on, but with this thicker brush. It's a little bit of a, yeah, there we go. Pretty. Hello, 80-year-old Barbie. Let's get you some highlights. There we go. And then around here. And around here. Beautiful Barbie. Dum, 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 dum. And down in here. Don't be afraid to come back to work that's got detail and attack it with a bigger brush, forcing you to do some of those bigger lines, bigger shapes, and not be nervous. You're going to come down the face there? Yeah, let's do a little bit down the face. There we go. Just a touch. There we go. And maybe I'll just peek a little bit around here, a little bit around here, and a little bit there. Beautiful, and then a little bit in here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Here? Yeah, there we go. Lovely. So we're getting some more depth building up into it. This broad has history. She does. We're building up bit by bit. But, there's more to go yet. There we go. Like I say, don't be afraid of this bigger brush. It's going to cover up a lot of our hard work, certainly. But what it's also going to do is give us fresh areas to actually build on, rather than turning the whole painting into a whole bunch of smaller chisel marks. Here we go. It's like covering up a little bit to then come on back and continue to grow it. There we go. A little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. One more little scoop, and there. We done? Almost. There we go. Perfect. All right. And I think that's looking pretty good. We sort of got to wait for a bit of that to dry before we keep on attacking it, so we might pause there. You never use this colour. Well, we have in this case then. Anything else? Nah. We'll let that dry now. That needs to dry. Our paint palette has been completely exhausted. So we might need to temptations to keep going, but we better pause there. I'll turn it towards you so you can get a bit of visual of what we're looking at. Let's spin this around here. There we go. There we go. So this is Barbie. How does that look? Cheers, John. That's a pancake. All right. Barbie looks like a pancake. It's like it was locked and loaded. ready to say that. Sorry. So this is Barbie. A little bit wild. We're not finished yet. We had some big strokes there. We've got definitely a lot more little ones to go through the hair, and there's the pinks to bring back out, which have toned themselves back. In the face here, definitely some more moments, transparent moments though, to try and get that a little bit of deviation across the face, but I want that. I had a feeling, John, but I like that it was a pancake, because she does have this sort of cakey foundation look to her at the moment, which is exactly what we were after. But that's pancake, right? Anyway, guys, I'm done and dusted. I'm going to run on off, wash my stuff, wash my hands, wash this area up, head off, meet with a few people, post a bit of artwork, and be on back. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. If I manage to sort out the airdrop fast enough and Photoshop a few things on the new laptop, then we'll jump on. But otherwise, tomorrow morning will be the go. Anyway, thank you so much, Jay Smith, Victoria, Cheryl. You guys are absolute legends. And John, Ryan, Jade, Pink, Clover, Santiago, everyone, thanks for being here. You're all phenomenal. This is pretty fun. We've got some fresh works coming. Our dogs are almost complete. Still just a bit more to go. And we might pull out some more fun ones. See how we go. Cheers, guys. Bye for now. Bada bing, ba ba.